Hello everyone, it's Joe the 50-something Dasher and welcome to the first installment of my 5-part series on the drawbacks and challenges of running a YouTube channel. And in no particular order, the first first video here is on the challenges associated with equipment and software. And this particularly pertains to all of you out there that are wanting to start a YouTube channel and you're going to be doing this on your own, trying to figure out everything out on your own without somebody coaching you through it and everything. I tell you what, it can be very challenging, and I'll just kind of give if I was to pull up all the different challenges that I've had, I mean, we'd be in store for like a 5 hour long video here. But I'll try to just kind of like take one example of something you might have to deal with and try to condense down the story as best I can to just a few minutes here. But it's just, so I figured that I probably need some kind of camera when I went to start the channel. That's what I was initially thinking. I mean, I have of course all Apple products. So for this video I'm using an iMac, and I also do videos on my iPhone. But I figured that I would want a separate camera, video camera to do YouTube content with. So I got online, I did some research, and I researched the GoPro Hero 10 camera is what I came up with in my research that I wanted to try out. Well, so here's the thing, here's kind of like a heads up here on equipment and everything. With you go to start a YouTube channel, you go with any equipment that you go to get, whether it's lighting, whether it's microphones, whether it's a camera or whatever. I mean, hopefully you're somebody that has patience with like figuring out new equipment and how to use it and what to do. I mean, because it can be a real headache. So I get this camera. Okay, and then so I have the camera. Now I got to figure out how to use it. So there was like a couple days right there, however, trying to figure out how to just to even use the thing. Okay, now I want to do some videos in my car with it. Okay, so now I have to get something to mount this in my car. Okay, there's another expense. I'm back on a website ordering a mount for this camera. Okay, I get the mount. It's a suction mount. Okay, I position it in my car where I want it, try to get all that set up. The suction mount won't stick on my dash. Okay, what do I do now? So now I had to get something else. I had to get some kind of adhesive or whatever to put on my dash, and then the suction mount to go like on top of that. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, so what do I do next? Okay, I turn to super glue. So I put super glue on the suction and super glue the mount to some other, like I said, some other base that was on my dash. So I got all this stuff on my dash here. Now I'm ready to go, I think. Okay, start using the camera, recording my first videos. And so the problem I run into was I would only be able to film for like not even 10 minutes and the camera would shut down. Long story short on that, the camera was overheating. Okay, so, well, this is not good because I plan on recording longer videos, anywhere from 10 minutes to 30 minutes, maybe even up to towards an hour sometimes. So I can't have something that overheats and shuts down in like 4 minutes time. So I research and find out that there's really nothing you can do with that. I want to say I got like a no, I didn't get another camera. I thought about getting another camera, but I didn't. You know what? I just gave up on the whole camera idea, and I just went to using my phone and iMac. So that all was like wasted effort. Microphone. I got online, like these initial videos that I shot with the iMac. The sound really wasn't the best. I had some people comment on my videos about the sound, so I go out and get a microphone. Okay, the microphone I use seemed to be doing well for about 6-7 months or whatever, and the microphone just breaks on me. Just I don't know if it's from one of the times I dropped it or whatever, but that broke, and I decided I'm not investing any more money at this time in the channel, so no microphone. So apologize for the sound in this series. And then what else? Lighting. That's another thing. You have to like position lights, you don't want shadows. For this particular video, I have a lamp that's in the corner of the room behind me, but that gave off a glow on the wall, so I have 3 other lights, and they're positioned in different places to kind of get the as good a lighting as I can get right now. That's something you have to deal with. And then I haven't even begun to talk about like software issues yet. So you have that as well. You have, if you're trying to transfer files from one device to another, you got transfer, like just take for example, I initially tried to I was wanting to record videos on my iPhone, transfer them to the iMac. I wanted to do all my editing on my iMac. Well, only some of the files would transfer. I'd record one video and it would transfer, and then 3 days later I record another video, same length of video just about, and for whatever reason I get an error message that video won't transfer. Well, I mean, come on here. Well, why does one video transfer but not the next video? It's like every other video. I don't get it. You have that kind of stuff to deal with. You have the time involved in saving things and processing times, and even like when you're uploading videos to YouTube, you got the uploading time, which sometimes on a longer video it seems like it takes forever, and then it uploads. Then you got like a processing time where spiders or whatever go through your video or whatever and try to detect any, I don't know, copyright infringements or whatever is all involved in the processing. And that's so that it takes like double the time. It's your upload time and the processing time. That sometimes can be a nightmare. Thumbnail photos. Everybody says you got to have good thumbnail photos for your videos. Well, you have to have, you have to have like a program to have for that, and you have to be good with selecting different images and then the titles of your videos and the color schemes of a thumbnail and the fonts and laying out a photo, and it can be kind of frustrating. It can be time consuming, and so it's a real challenge. I would like it to be and you would think in 2024, in this century with technology, we have things like Siri and Alexa, and things like that. And AI is progressing and getting better and everything like that. But I'm still kind of surprised sometimes that we're still not to the point where all I have to do is just record a video. I just record a video, and then I'm going to make up an AI name. Let's say, I don't know, Bruce. Let's go with Bruce. I don't know. And then I just record a video, and then all I do is talk to Bruce and tell him to do everything. Okay, Bruce. Okay. Let's get a thumbnail picture started, and then the program just pops up on my screen. Okay, let change that to a red background. Okay, yeah. Okay, Bruce, next put in this picture here, and then okay, no, that doesn't look like right. Do this and that to the picture, Bruce. Same with the video. Okay, Bruce, upload my episode number 1. Equipment and software issues, Bruce. Okay, now stick the ending onto the end. Okay, Bruce, this 4 or 5 seconds right here, go ahead and cut that out. And then just the AI just does everything. I'm really surprised that even in today's day and age, I mean, you have to do manually, like, it seems like every single little thing has to be done by you. Sometimes it feels like the equipment and these software programs or whatever, they don't do anything. They're just tools. I mean, it's just like this pen right here. This is just a pen. It's not going to do anything unless I pick it up and I physically use it. So, and that's the same with all these programs. So, you have to have a lot of patience, which, as maybe you can tell in this video, I don't have a lot of patience sometimes with these type of things. You have to have patience. Ideally, if you could have somebody that's been doing this, that's kind of like physically with you, helping you, or on the phone helping you. You remember the days when people used to talk to each other on phones? That what I did is every little thing I got on YouTube, and I watched other videos and how-tos and stuff like that. Yeah, and you can do that, but just be aware that it's going to take time, and it's going to be time consuming. And another example about that is for my editing of these videos, I use iMovie. That's what I use for my editing. Sometimes I just forget how to do one little simple piece of the whole editing puzzle that I'm working on. There's just one step that I kind of forgot. And I might pull up a beginner's video on using iMovie or whatever, and I'll have to kind of search and sift through like a 20 to 30 minute long video, but there's just one thing I'm trying to figure out, but I got to kind of sort through a 30-minute video and scroll through it to get to the part where they talk about that one thing. It's time consuming, it's frustrating. So just heads up on this, and be warned. And basically what I'm trying to do here is prepare you for it, basically. But like I said, if you could, you can use help videos. That's good. Ideally, have somebody with you. If you have the means and you have the money, you could pay somebody to do all this. I'm not somebody that's in that kind of a financial situation, but you could take all of the work out of it and just pay somebody to do it, and that is going to be a lot less headache for you. Anyway, that is all I have for this installment. And if you get started with your own channel, good luck to you on the equipment and software programs that you use for your channel. Good luck. Thank you so much for watching this installment of my 5-part series on the drawbacks and challenges of running a YouTube channel. I thought I'd focus on the kind of like the negative side of things with regards to running a channel, because there's so much already out there of the how-tos and the benefits of creating a channel. So I thought for my series that I do on this, running a YouTube channel in general, I just thought that I would prefer to focus on kind of like the drawbacks for my informational videos on this topic. A little bit of a background here on my channel here, and also a little bit of a disclaimer for this series. So my channel is the 50-something Dasher. I am a gig worker, part-time. I, for the most part, DoorDash, but I also have a few other apps that I run, and I talk about basically gig work on my channel. Started the channel, it's been a little over a year ago, so August 1st, 23 is when I created the channel, and then the first video was posted September 1st of last year. And unfortunately, my channel has not been very successful. So I did not, in a year's time, I did not reach the level, the views, the number of subscribers, all that type of thing that I had hoped for. It's been a little bit of a disappointment, but I'm still hanging in there. So that basically is where the disclaimer comes in. You know, I'm providing this information, but it's coming from somebody who's running an unsuccessful channel, so to speak. So take all my information for what it's worth, and you know, with a grain of salt. And also keep in mind that it's just all of the information provided in this series is just my own personal opinion from my personal experience. So everybody's going to be different, but this is just, like I said, this is just my opinion, my experience for whatever it's worth. And with that, I want to thank you again for watching, and as always, be safe out there driving. Catch you next time.